All right, I'm sorry about being cut off earlier. I'm gonna talk about season two. So I realized in my last video I made some errors because I'm like, I know I didn't get all the couples. So there were at least like I think six, if I'm not mistaken. One that didn't make it past I guess past the uh vacation, whatever the case. So I mentioned earlier we had Ayana and Jared. I definitely remember them. I remember Danielle and Nick, Natalie and Shane. I cannot forget Shane, especially. Deep T and Shake. Can't forget them either. Then I forgot about Mallory and Salvador. That's who I've forgotten. Then I also forgot Sheena and Kyle. See, I kept thinking there, I know there was a guy named Kyle because he dated DT after the reunion or something like that. So let me tell you what I think about all the couples. Um, I thought Yana and Jared were a sweet couple. I liked seeing them together. They were so cute, and I wanted them to work out. And I was happy they worked out at the time when I was watching this. So, yay! But unfortunately, they're not together anymore because Jared was acting like a whole fool apparently. So, not surprised. It does bother me because I did like them as a couple. And then Nick and Danielle. I believe Nick has a um, case with Love is Blind. I don't know. I didn't follow up with it well. Of what works out for him. I That's all I really know. And then Danielle, at the time when I was watching, she exhausted me. She was a lot. I'm like, lady, I'm not even engaged to you, and you're exhausting me. But I think she couldn't help it. She must have had like anxiety issues, but still, it made me all exhausted. But I wish her well. I think she has a boyfriend now. I do follow her, so good for her and happy for her. Natalie and Shane. Shane, he still kind of gets my nerves a little bit. I won't lie, but I hope everything is good with him. I think I don't really know because I don't follow him, and he was a lot for me at the time. Then Natalie, I think she was just too meek and too, I don't know, too just, I don't know how to explain it when someone doesn't stand up for themselves. So she kind of reminds me of that girl, um, season 10. I'm already forgetting her name. I'm drawing a blank. Um, but she was just really shy and timid. I remember her just being just one of those people that wears their heart in their sleeves. I understand because I was that kind of person. I still kind of am, and sometimes you just don't assert yourself. But now oh, I stand for myself now, so that's a whole different side story. But yeah, again, if you think of the name and you put in the comments, that'd be helpful to me. But so many couples, and I'm forgetting people. But anywho, it's just Natalie and Shane were just not a good match. And honestly, the whole love story or love triangle between Natalie, Shane, and Shayna. So that's now I'm like, how could I forget her? I'm just like, honestly, Shane isn't someone to fight over, and they're just weird. I remembered when Shane called Natalie Shayna. I'm just like, he couldn't even tell the difference. He messed them both up. It was so funny. I'm just like, all right. Well, that that was awkward. But honestly, they did not belong together. I think Shane, I hope Shane has gone to therapy, and I hope he's a lot better now than he was on the show. Because on the show, I was not a fan. Sorry, still not a fan. Okay, then Depty and Shake. Yeah, Shake was a douche canoosh. That's really all there is to it. Shake, I think he was really messed up with how he treated Depty, because I'm like, honestly, fine. You're not attracted to Depty. Understandable, right? We all, like I said in my last video, we all have preferences and it's okay. It's just the way he went about it that makes him more of a douche. I'm just like, this is so... You look like you're like Love is Blind's biggest villain. I won't lie to you. You're just kind of a villain just because of just because of your actions. He's like She reminds me of my auntie. I'm like, who says that to somebody? Who does that? Anywho, I'm glad that he said no and embarrassed him on the altar. Unpopular opinion. If although yes, there are some instances where I'm like, okay, I can understand someone doing that because people should have their power. They should stick up for themselves, as I was just saying. But I'll get into it another day with that when it comes to Cole and Snap, and that'll be another day. But in this case with Depty and Shake deserved it. I'm sorry, he deserved what happened to him because he was horrible to Depty, and he probably did say some more horrible shit behind the scenes. Like, that's the thing with reality TV shows, we don't see everything, but I'm very sure he was very foul to her. I wouldn't be surprised. So hope Depty's okay. I know her and Natalie had the podcast I didn't watch because I wasn't interested. I'm like, okay, cool. And then Shake, I think he kind of redeemed himself on House of Villains, so I may have to watch season 2 and 3, and then I'll have to review that another day too. But he kind of redeemed himself. I still think he was a douche at the time. I have no issues with him. I hope he found his little blonde I can put over his shoulders. Okay, then Mal and Valerie. Mallory and Sal. Okay, I forgot about them a lot. So Mallory, I barely remember her, but I just know that at the time I don't know how I felt. I'm not sure. I barely remember her, but I just know Sal. I remember because of the cringe scene. I'm like, you're so cringy. Gee, I can see why she said no to you. Or I think you said no, but I hope she's doing all right. I'm sure she's dating or whatever. Sal, I could care less. He was so cringeworthy. Then finally we have Shayna and Kyle. Shayna, you were ridiculous on the show, and I think the whole time she actually had a boo while she was with Kyle, and it was painfully obvious she was not Kyle. Oh boy. Anywho, they didn't work out. Cool, great. Didn't even go to the They didn't even make it out from the pots or whatever. But the whole thing, like I said, with Shayna and Natalie and Shane, I think that thing was ridiculous. But oh well, all's good. I think she just was painted. Shayna was painted out to be the villain of the show. What was it? She was squinting. Oh boy, interesting. And I think Kyle was dating Depty or Deepty for a while. I'm sorry, I'm misspelling her name. And they didn't work out. It's too bad because I thought her actually lovely to see at one point. So the reunion. What do I remember about season 2 reunion? Love is Blind. Vanessa gave Shake an earful. And I will never forget. So see, here's the thing. I'm also on Reddit too. And some of you guys will recognize me because I'm on Podjack when I speak. When I put my comments. And I usually send 10 toes deep when it comes to comment. But I recently watched the Love is Blind season 10 reunion. Everyone was saying that's the first time they saw Nick being upset or whatever. I'm like, I remember Nick giving Shake a dirty look. I'll never forget it. Because the way Shake was saying, if I have to be honest, I would be dating Vanessa out of everyone here because she's beautiful. I'm just like, that is so bold. And you're an asswipe. And the whole cast, the fact they can look at him and be like, what the fuck is wrong with that? The way they can say it, they can look like, I'm like, damn, you're the problem, Shake. And it's what it is. It was so silly at the time. But, oh well, what can you really say? We all say stupid shit on TV. But, I hope, again, that Shake has redeemed himself since. Let's see, what else can I remember about the reunion? I still think Shane was really mean to Natalie, and I didn't like the back and forth between them online. And I'm just like, Shake, the more he talks, the more he makes himself an asshole. And just like, you don't look good, man. You just don't. And Natalie, again, she's meek and she's someone who's very clearly introverted, and that's how I was. That's how I remember myself to be. So, which is why I tend to be harder on the women who are like that on reality TV shows, because I understand it's hard, but no one else is going to stand up for yourself but you. So, hopefully, Natalie and Shane don't talk to each other now, because we're in 2026. So, this is a long time ago. But overall, I did like season two's reunion. It was okay. Season one was pretty good. And that's about all I can say. Can't say too much in season two. But yes, whenever I get a chance, maybe after I'm done with one or two more nursing videos, I'm going to get into season 3 and 4. I definitely remember season 3. I definitely remember season 4. 1 and 2 I kind of remember. 2 I barely remember, just little highlights, so bear with me. But if I miss anything, you can leave in the comments. Anyways, thank you and have a good night. Bye.